Something really strange might be going on with this dude. This is Thad, a character from Murder Drones. He's funny, he's a jock, he disappeared during the events of episode 4, and he has not been seen since. He's not one of the show's main characters, but he is one of its greatest mysteries. Fans like myself love making theories and speculations about him, wondering if he'll return in either or both episodes 7 and 8. There is one way he could return that, if the show and its creator, Liam Vickers, decide to go this direction with him, would be awesome, if a bit out there. I'm talking about Thad transforming into Nori Dorman, Uzi's mom. Wait, what? Huh? How? Again, this theory is a bit out there, and I don't know how much I believe in it myself, given some things Liam Vickers has said about Thad. On that note, I want to make clear that this is nothing more than a theory, fan speculation, stuff I read on Tumblr. I didn't dive into Liam Vickers' head and steal all this information I'm about to share. No, I'm just a random Murder Drones fan who kinda sorta wants to see Thad appear again. I liked his character, and it is a little strange that he disappeared without a trace during the events of episode 4. Nobody seemed to wonder where he went. On the flip side, as someone who wants to see more of Nori and her backstory in the show, this teaser Glitch Productions release already has me excited. It seems like we will be getting that and potentially more in the next 2 episodes. But what's the story behind this scene? Is Nori herself telling that story? If so, how is she able to do that? Didn't Khan, Uzi's dad, Mercy kill her? I need to back up for a moment. Let's throw down some puzzle pieces, starting with Thad's history in the show. He's a major supporting character in the first 2 episodes. He's a background character in episodes 3 and 4, and then he's just gone. He doesn't appear at all in either episodes 5 or 6. Actually, he seems to vanish from existence about a quarter of the way through episode 4. But not before we see something weird with him. In every scene of this episode featuring him, he's shown with purple chest and hand lights, but he still has green eyes and speaks with his normal voice. Normally, his chest and hand lights are also green, but for some reason they're purple here. The only other examples of a worker drone's body lights changing color are with Uzi and Nori, both when they become fully possessed by the Absolute Solver in episode 6, Nori in the archival footage. All of their lights, including their eyes, change from purple to yellow when the Solver takes control, not to mention Uzi speaking with the Solver's voice. This happens again to Uzi later in the episode, but only partially. Could something similar be happening with Thad? If so, could Nori's mind be within his body trying to possess him? It's clearly not the Solver itself possessing him, since their lights are yellow. It's also not Uzi, since she doesn't seem to have the Solver's possession abilities, or if she does, she hasn't shown it yet. Yes, I know there's that one scene from episode 2, but that's not the type of possession the Solver is capable of. No, that was just Uzi being a silly little gremlin. That leaves only one other answer, Nori. The biggest evidence for this is the fact that the lights on Thad's body during episode 4 are the same shade of purple as Uzi's and Nori's. Also, check out this bit from the episode 7 and 8 teaser, where something like what's happening with Thad is happening with Uzi. Yellow hand lights, purple eyes, implying that the Solver is trying to possess her here. We also know that Nori has a deep connection with the Solver. Not only did she have Solver powers and was involved in the Cabin Fever Labs experiments, she's been possessed by the Solver and managed to break herself free, or was broken free of the possession, after the core collapse of Copper 9. She might have retained knowledge of the Solver's capabilities, like creating backups of drones' minds and possessing other drones. She might know how to do all of that, and kept backups of her mind somewhere. It's also possible the Solver itself has backups of Nori's mind, much like it has backups of N's, V's, and J's minds, something it could use to torment and manipulate other drones if need be. The purple lights on Thad's body in episode 4 could again be a sign that Nori is trying to possess him, and a copy of her mind is somewhere in Thad. How and when that got transferred into Thad is anyone's guess, possibly during the events of episode 2 when he got captured by Eldridge J. Still, all of this could add up to a Nori-possessed Thad appearing in either or both of the next 2 episodes. Speaking of episode 2, we know that Thad tagged along with Uzi and N to investigate what the heck was going on with the mysteriously disappearing drones in the outpost. He learned about the Solver, got captured by Eldritch J, and was rescued by his friends. Eldritch J, well, the Solver, let him run. even though they had no reason to do so and killed every other worker drone they preyed upon in that episode. Huh. I've already mentioned the glitch promo featuring Nori. This scene is almost certainly a flashback. How else could Yeva, Doll's mom, be here when we saw her as a corpse in episode 3? And again, is Nori herself telling the story behind this scene? That's one way to present this flashback to both the show's audience and to characters like Uzi. Then again, all of this might be a result of weird coincidences and animation errors, or it could be nothing more than a red herring, or a purple herring, I guess. Something to throw off the fans that doesn't mean much in the grand scheme of things. Thad might wind up being nothing more than a character who got unceremoniously booted from the show halfway through its first season, and everyone suddenly pretended he never existed. I'm aware that Thad had a much larger role in the show earlier in its development, but plans changed and he became less relevant as time went on. Still, he didn't get killed by Solver Uzi during episode 4, and he wasn't on the bus at the end of the episode. Where is he then, if he's still alive and possessed by Nori? Maybe that church cathedral lab building we saw in the episode 7 and 8 teaser? Food for thought. Again, this is just a fun theory. I won't lose any sleep if this winds up not happening in the show, and besides, Murder Drones is the kind of show that's ripe for bonkers fan theories like Thad transforming into Nori, or Nori simply being alive in some form. If nothing else, discussing theories like this is something to pass the time until episode 7 releases. Well, that, and rewatching all of Murder Drones again, going through my video game backlog, making lewd art of plant people, checking out random anime, and getting excited for other indie animation projects, like the Gaslight District. Who knows, maybe a Nori-possessed Thad will appear in the show at some point. Or maybe I'm just talking out of my ass. In any event, thank you for watching, take care of yourselves, and, where did I put my Nori hype train tickets again?